Welcome back! If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to help us reach more GL fans. A huge thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel. And to those who just subscribed, welcome to the family. Now, enjoy the story.
The next Sunday. Stella didn't plan to come early, but somehow she still did. Inside the restaurant, preparations were already underway. Staff were moving, plates clinking, and quiet conversations filling the space. And on stage, Colet sat with her violin, still and listening. "Aya," the violinist spoke. Aya glanced up from the counter. "Yeah?" Colet tilted her head slightly. "Is she here?" Aya paused, just for a second. "Who?" Colet smiled faintly. "You know who." Aya exhaled. "She's not your responsibility." "That's not what I asked." Aya hesitated, then answered, "Not yet." Colet simply nodded, but there was something subtle in her expression, something new, expectation. Across the room, the door opened, and right on cue, Stella walked in. Her steps are slower now, more deliberate and less performative. She didn't go to the bar, didn't look around to see who noticed her. Instead, she went straight to the back, picked up an apron, and started working. Aya watched from a distance, still observant, still guarded, but she wasn't the only one watching. When the music began, Colet played as she always did. Calm, precise, beautiful. But something had changed. Between notes, she listened, to footsteps, to movement, to presence. And when a familiar rhythm crossed the room, her fingers paused, just for a fraction of a second, then continued. Aya noticed. Of course she did. And that was enough. Her gaze shifted toward Stacy, sharper now, more calculating. After the performance, Aya didn't wait. She approached Stella directly. "You're getting comfortable." The heiress looked up from the tray she was holding. "Just helping." Aya tilted her head. "Then let's see how helpful you really are." That tone was different, not just protective, it was testing. "What do you need?" Stella asked. Aya's eyes didn't soften. "Clothes tonight." Stella blinked. "That's it?" Aya stepped closer, lowering her voice. "No shortcuts. No leaving early. No attitude." A brief pause. "And no going near her." That last line landed differently, but Stella didn't argue. "All right." Hours passed. Customers came and went. The restaurant slowly emptied, and Stacy stayed, cleaning tables, stacking chairs, wiping surfaces, alone. Aya didn't help, didn't assist, didn't even look like she planned to. She just watched from a distance, testing her patience, testing her intent, testing the woman's limits. But still, Stella stayed. Near closing time, the door opened. A different presence entered. This was sharper, more composed, and more controlled. Their heels click against the floor with measured steps. Aya turned and immediately straightened. "Sheena." Stella glanced up at the woman standing near the entrance. Elegant, calm, unreadable. Sheena's eyes scanned the room quickly until they landed on one person, Colet. She walked toward her without hesitation. "Ate," her voice softened slightly, just for her. "Are you done?" Colet smiled at the voice of her younger sister. "You're late." "I know." A brief pause. Then, Sheena's gaze shifted toward Stella, and just like that, the softness disappeared. "Who's that?" Aya didn't sugarcoat and answered, "Problem." Stella raised an eyebrow slightly. "Nice to meet you too." Sheena didn't react, didn't smile, and didn't acknowledge the tone. Instead, she stepped closer. "You're the one from that night." It was not a question, but a statement. Stacy didn't deny it. "Yeah." Silence. Then, "She doesn't need people like you around her." It was direct, cold, and final. Stacy exhaled slowly. I'm not here to cause problems. Aya let out a quiet scoff. History says otherwise. Sheena didn't take her eyes off Stacy. Then prove it. 3 simple words, but heavier than anything said before. Across the room, Colet stood quietly and listened. She did not interrupt and did not defend, but something inside her shifted. Because now she could feel it. The tension, the attention, the way the room subtly revolved around one person, and without realizing it, she spoke. Stella. The name landed softly in the room, and it made the heiress freeze. It was the first time Colet said her name. You're still here, Colet added. It was not a question, but a statement. Stacy swallowed. Yeah. A small pause. Then Colet smiled faintly. I thought you would have gotten bored by now. A hint of teasing, light, unintentional. Stacy let out a soft breath. Yeah, she muttered. I thought so too. Silence again, but this time it wasn't heavy. It was something else, something quieter, something that made Stella's chest tighten for reasons she couldn't explain. Or maybe she just didn't want to admit it. Because somewhere between the music, the silence, and the space she was never meant to enter, Stella Aubrey Savillaja realized something. This wasn't about curiosity anymore. It wasn't about her pride. It wasn't even about fixing a mistake. It was about her, about Colet, and the way, without even seeing her, she had somehow become the only person Stella wanted to be noticed by. And for the first time, that realization scared her. Because this time, if she messed it up, it wouldn't just be her ego that breaks. It would be something real.
And that's where we'll leave them for tonight. But their story is far from over. What do you think Stella will do next? Let me know in the comments and follow Moonlight Sapphic Tales for the next chapter. Until then, I'll see you under the moonlight.